Hey everybody, it's John here again. I figured I'd go through some of these Masters of the Universe Origins figures. I didn't know if I was going to go in and collect these. I bought the first wave for my son for his birthday, and then after we were playing with them and I seen how posable they are and how amazing they hold most of their poses. Like, he could just throw them all around on the floor and I'd pick them up and they'd just be however he left them and they'd stay that way. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and pick some up. I don't have all of them yet. I have a few. So I think I'm just going to go through them real quick and we'll take a look. I don't know why I'm putting them back in here because I'm just going to open them up in a minute, so hold on. Let's just clear this area. We'll get to you guys in a little bit. The only one of the 2021 figures I found so far was Panther. So I'm just going to randomly grab, and we'll start with Tila here. You can see they're on a retro looking card with the nice little bubble displayer. And the back has the cross shell artwork here, and it shows that you can fit her staff in her hand and twist it into battle positions. So these are an homage to the original figures from the 80s. And they're pretty neat. And they're like customizable, which I really like. So I'm not too worried about these. Well, we're going to have a big pile of plastic in a minute. Let's just put this here for well, put it over here for all the little tie bits. So the first wave came with this little mini comic, a throwback from, again, the 80s line, which gives you a little bit of a storyline to go off of. Let's see. She is not held in by too much by the looks of it. Hopefully that'll be enough. There we go. Whoa, sorry guys, that was probably loud. I will try to do that a little bit more easy next time. So Tila is free. It's a little dark over here. Zoom in a little bit. That's a little better. So she's got her snake armor on, which you can leave on or off. I'll probably keep it on. And she comes with a few accessories, which they made sure you cannot easily get into. So, scissors again. Got the shield. And her serpent staff. Closer look here. You can get a good shot of her face. Pretty good paint job. Her eyes look good. No really flaws. The snake armor piece is pretty cool. Could use a little bit of maybe painting the snake face. A little detail will be there. She's got her gauntlets and bracers on. Pretty much the exact same look as the original, just with some extra articulation. And, well, we can probably show that real quick. Yeah, there's her head without the hood on. Oh, she's got some paint blobs on her. That's okay. Okay, not sure what that was. One of the boys' toys are going off. So you get some good head articulation. What is going on? Random monster effects. But like I said, they hold whatever pose you put them in really well. Arms go up and down and around. They're hinged. She's got a swivel and a hinge at the elbow, which goes backwards a little bit, which is weird. Hinge and swivel at the wrist. Just a rotation at the waist. And the ball jointed legs that go forward, back, up and out. Rotation at the boot and at the knee and the bend, just a single bend. And there's a hinge and rockers on her feet, which are pretty cool. But like I said, they're customizable, so you can pop their legs off, pop their arms off and heads off, and mix and match pieces so you can make your own customized figures, basically. I've been thinking about picking up some old Remco pieces, like a Warlord head and cape, and maybe modifying a HeMan into them, since my Walmart still has like 50 HeMan and Skeletor just sitting on the shelves. I might go grab a couple to do some customs with eventually. Let's see if we can get her to hold her shield. There we go. So, shield and snake staff and Tila. So, pretty cool figure. What else we got? Like Wave 2. We had many faces here. Turn his head for 3 different faces. Robot, monster, turn it to human. I think I managed to get all of Wave 2. Wave 2? Hey, it's a different comic. That's cool. Double Trouble. Ooh, Orco and an evil Orco. There's a quick little look at that. Don't know what I'm going to need that many comics for, but we'll see. Take the shell off. Ring the bell next to me. Cut his little tabs off. That's still super loud. Why is that so loud? It's just tape. It's just tape. And get these little plastic bits off. Okay, I can see he's got a few excuse me, paint defects. But most importantly here, does this head spin? Human, robot, monster. The monster face looks like it's lacking some detail. Robot looks good. Human's alright. Looks like there's way too much green paint on there, just taking up the sculpt. Whoa. Whoa, his head rotates. No way. Well, that is something the original couldn't do. That's pretty cool. He comes with his traditional gun. Still think just cut isn't going to work better. Molded in a solid piece of orange. Looks almost like the original. Looks a little bit shorter, maybe. It's got the trap jaw legs. That unexpected rotation. That's pretty neat. They got a little paint defects here and there, but overall he's got the same articulation as Tila. Not a lot of bend on his arm though. Must be because of his gauntlet. Oh, his joints are pretty stiff. His paint's a little sloppier than I noticed on her. Yeah, I could see some customizing being done with those legs though. Now let's get his gun in his hand. I had many faces when I was a kid. It's one of the first figures that I got. So it's kind of cool to see a modern day version of him. They stand really well, and they're just so well built that they hold every pose you put them in. It blows my mind. We had Skeletor and the crew up with my son doing the Thriller dances, which was a lot of fun. Many faces. Ooh. go with probably my second favorite figure of the line, or of the ones that I have so far. Trap jaw. Oh yeah, here's a look at our trap jaw on the back. Plug laser in. Open jaw. Same comic book, so don't know what they were thinking. I don't know, they could have one figure come with a comic and one come with an extra piece of equipment, like a hand or a head for other figures maybe. Seems like a waste. Seems like a waste spending that pack-in money on just doing the same comic over and over and over again. I'm sure they have their reasoning. Yeah, definitely one of the coolest figures from the HeMan mythos. The basically zombie Skeletor buddy. The trap jaw. Wonder if they'll give us parts to make his human self. You know, I should probably... I've got a giant bag of classics pieces. It might be fun to see if they mix and match. And we all know Trapjaw's gimmick, that he had interchangeable weapons. We can pull 1, 2, and the 3 out. His articulation is a little bit different because he's got the gun here on his arm. Wow, that's neat. That's a rotation point there too. That's cool. Too bad they didn't make a little swivel there, but... And then the gun pops off, but I don't think this side piece does it. Nope, it's painted on. That's a bummer. It would have been kind of cool to have multiples of them. Yeah, but Trapjaw legs, same as Man-E-Face's. He's got his little lime green belt on. He got his mouth, they darken it on the inside, so he looks like there's nothing there unless you go too low, and then it looks a little bizarre. It's alright, I guess. And it's got his little sliding hook on the top. Do have to say the classics version of Trapjaw's one of my all-time favorite figures. You can load his gun on, and then you got his laser weapon. Yeah, it'd be cool if there was a... Oh, I don't want to break it. A hinge right here. Is there a hinge right there? I don't think there is. It'd be cool, though, if it hinged at that point. But I ain't gonna worry about it too much. Then his other weapons, yep, they can store on his back. And he has got some pink tidy fur on. What kind of animal has that? Okay, so what was the Catra's cat, pink cat that she had in the Shira toy line? I can't remember his name right now. Claudette, Claw something. Is that where he got it from? One of their kind of kitties? I don't know. It's kind of strange. Let's go with... oh, it's Man-at-Arms. So on the back, he's got his armor pieces, and he can fit his mace into his hand. All the Wave 1 I found the same day at Walmart. Wave 2 I was able to pick up online from various places. And like I said, I only found Panther so far. I really want the Battle Armor figures and the Hordak and Shira. Why does that have to be so loud? Dang plastic. Oh, his elbow joints are super tight. Come on, Manny. Duncan, bend your arms. Wow, that one's... angled. It looks like it's bent in. Didn't think these guys would have... Oh. He's got a bit of a bobblehead. His waist is a little loose. Well, maybe I'll have to pick up another Manny Faces. Oh man, yeah, his neck is barely on there. Okay, there it goes. That's really bizarre that his head's so loose. He's a bobblehead, okay. Not the best version of Man-at-Arms that I've seen so far. I just don't know why so much tape on these, you know. Hopefully kids are getting these. You make it so hard to get their weapons out. So, at the moment, Arthur does not get the weapons. They're set aside for him until he gets a little bit older, because right now all he would do is eat them anyway. Got a shin, we got a shoulder, and we got his elbow piece. So let's see how easy this is to get on. Oh, come on. Yeah, there's one. Fits on there pretty good. No, well, we'll just throw that onto the floor. See how well this goes together. Pretty easy. Pretty flexible, soft plastic. To get it on there, I think. Got his elbow and his wrist. They did have to cut it, you can see, to make it one piece, so you can bend there still. And we got a shin guard / knee guard. At least if you buy multiples of these, you can give them a full piece of armor. I don't know how that goes. Oh yeah, it goes over the foot, right? And that goes in, yeah, right around the calf. There we go. There. Alright. Man-at-Arms all done up. And they did give him the mustache for this figure. It's got all his mechanical bits. His techno stuff. Pale blue on his belt and his boots that everybody shares pretty much. It's kind of cool, yep. I really didn't want to get into collecting another line again, so I had to make a deal with myself. One of the other lines that I kind of collected was the 25th anniversary G.I. Joe figures, so I've been selling them off so I can have some space for these. I think it's time to start shrinking down the collection a little bit, because I got way too much. Okay, next, let's go with Orco. Alright, Orco. Comes on this flying cloud, and you can twist him into positions. It's kind of weird that being able to pose your figure is an extra. One strip plastic holding him in. Well, actually, he's pretty hollow, but they went the full filmation route with him. And it's got ball joint at the eyeballs. That's kind of cool. Wish the hat matched his cloak, though. I know they're kind of different, but they're way different on the figure. Way different. That kind of weirds me out a little bit. Alright, he comes with this purple puff of I don't know. And a stand. It's nice they gave you a stand, though. Pop it in the stand hole. And then you got a nice little floating Orco going on. Ears all sloppy. Pretty cool. The yellowed eyes are painted pretty nice. Weird. I know you can pump his head off and just use that ball as the head of another randomly built figure if you wanted to. There's a couple more to go. Got Evil Lyn from Wave 1. Can fit crystal ball in hand and twist her out. Now the modern version of these are so much more posable than the originals. Like it's her and Tila and Skeletor. He's been having the most fun posing around, just because of how well that they can hold every pose you put them in. There's Evil Lyn. And there, that wasn't so bad. Make sure I get all these plastic pieces because we don't want the boy finding them. Oh, we got a, what the? Okay, no, her boots rotated. I was gonna say, what in the world happened to this one? They're weird. Jaundice yellowed skin type. She's the same body as Tila, just in different colors, just like the original. With the multiple reuse to create new figures. It was a great idea back then. Works really well today. Created some of our favorite characters. I still wish they'd do a faker right now. It'd be cool if they did like a faker version of every single character. I mean, that'd probably be overkill for some, but I'd pick them up. Just having a faker army of the Masters of the Universe figures would be fun. Yeah, Evil Lyn stands good. She has a very plain painted staff. I wonder if, again, my extra one from the Masters of the Universe Classics pieces bag that I have would fit. I might have to try. It may be worth doing possibly a video by itself. Beast Man can hold his whip and twist in other positions. Really sloppy paint job on here. Looks like they just went psh, and ta-da, Beast Man. He's got 2 snips. Well, excuse me. Again, I think everybody would agree that the villains were the coolest figures in the line. And the reason we have so many more villains than heroes is because they're just funner to make. Okay. Really, you take the top and get these plastic bits. That one's in there pretty good. What the? Oh, come on now. I did see some people complaining about the cuts in the shoulders on the Battle Armor figures. I've got Battle Armor Skeletor on the way. I ordered him online. I'll have to wait for HeMan and the rest of that wave. Hopefully they'll show up at Target. They got the price point stickers out for them, but they don't have any in stock so far that I've seen, or somebody beat me to them already. which is a possibility. There are a couple of resellers that are at Target every day as soon as they open to see if they get anything new. And me, as a normal working human being, can't compete with that, so if it's there when I get there, they're there. If not, then I don't care anymore. Now that's a tough fit on his arm, but looks like it's on. Right, go that direction, correct? Yeah. Okay. Guess that's where we go. Come on, get in there. Not the best hold on Beastman's, but it's holding. Okay. And then his super bizarre whip. He even continued it with the rope, which is funny. But they made it so it fits into his hand a lot better than the original one. Yeah, that's a sloppy paint job on him. He just looks so happy. The head sculpt's bizarre. That's the only complaint I have about these, well, mostly, is that they took all the villains and like gave them all these happy, goofy grins. They all are smiling and having a good time instead of being scary. Well, he doesn't want to stand up back there. Come on, Beastman. We got a couple more to go through. And of course, you got a HeMan. Fit power sword in hand and pulls him about. Duncan, really? Come on, guys. Man, it's already broken in the plastic. Look at all those accessories. It was kind of cool to hear, though. Last time I went to Target, there was a gentleman and his kids that must be one of those folks that refuse to shop at Walmart, because he was absolutely shocked to see a modern day version of Skeletor and HeMan at the shelf in Target. And oh, baby crying. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay, well, the baby's had a fever for the last couple nights, so he's having a hard time sleeping. So he wakes up, I gotta give him go give him a cuddle. But oh, I kind of like the way this was packaged. Well, here's our hero, HeMan, with that new face sculpt they gave him to look more like the comic. Which, it's okay, it doesn't bother me. I'm glad that they did give us the original back in the battle armor set, so I'll probably end up picking up two HeMan and having one like this and one like that. Or maybe this one like the original and the battle armor like the modern day one that they did. We got his half of the power sword. It can fit in here really well. Have an axe. So, and the shield, which has a new way of connecting it, which is pretty nice. Just snaps right on. You've got your muscle-bound HeMan. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Too bad he doesn't have the knife holster like the exclusive one does, but I guess you have to have something to be exclusive. 3 more? Can't have HeMan without a Skeletor. Come on now, guys. Havoc Staff and posability. And you think modern day posability would be just a normal thing, not a feature. I mean, the originals were posable, right? So how many of you out there went in on this line? I'm just kind of curious. I said, no, they sold really well in the beginning, but now all my Walmarts have about 20 to 30 Skeletors sitting in them, and a bunch of HeMans, and every now and then they get the entire Wave 1 back in. His wasn't taped. Which is pretty cool if you're a customizer. You got a lot of options of picking up extra bucks to make different figures if you want. Picture Blue Merman would be kind of cool. He is the other half of the power sword, and of course his wonderful Havoc Staff. Oh, and it would be cool to have multiple hands for these guys. I think they should do a body pack, just like extra items, like multiple hands for each character, additional anything, maybe alternate weapons, different different faces. They could do a bunch of heads with different expressions. I mean, his open mouth face is weird. I guess it's supposed to be like the cackle from the cartoon. Again, the battle armor head, I think, will be... I'm going to guess people are going to be buying multiples of them, so they're going to have multiple heads, or multiple standardized looking heads that throw back to the originals. But everything else with him is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a weird little buckle on his loincloth armor piece. So far out of these, the only one that's had a bobbly head has been Man-at-Arms. And of course, the coolest figure from this line, in my opinion, you got Scarecrow, who glows in the dark. And his weapon isn't even in the bag. He's got 2 ties as well, and his cape. So, it's a little snippy. Okay. That might be a little bit loud if I pull that, so let's just cut through here, huh? Oh, and I just knocked everybody over. Come on. Oh, that was fun. His cape sits nicely. Let's get him standing a little bit better. Come on, everybody. What a bummer. And so annoying. Oh no. You know, it would be nice if he would have came with the Castle Grayskull key also, that the Classics version came with. I think that would have been cool in this line, but it's got a staff, which too bad it doesn't glow in the dark as well, but you got your Scarecrow here. Pretty good face sculpt. He's got the Harry Potter lightning bolt in his head. A little bit of a paint job for his skeletal parts, which I think could have been done a little bit better. Especially since there's nothing on the back. That's a little lame. His cape is neat though. It's just textured plastic. Oh, come on. doesn't want to hold his weapon very well, and he wants to lean forward. So he seems to have a little bit of the weak ankle syndrome going on here. Okay. Ooh, this just came in. The PowerCon exclusive Shira figure. I don't know if it shows up very well, but it's got this really nice sketch on the box. Seam on the other side has this sketch, and it looks like Adora's face. This is the only PowerCon exclusive figure I picked up. I have not opened this yet to look at it. So we have Shira here. Oh, cool. She comes in a nice little clamshell package. I've seen her sound, as I was saying, sorry about that. Seen her sound for about $175 on eBay already. It's pretty crazy. What is this? Oh. Comes with a rather large comic book piece. That's kind of neat. Shows the horde. Oh, hey. Speaking of the pink kitty cat, there it is. Claudine? Claudine. That was your name, wasn't it? I wonder if that's what Trapjaw is wearing. And then so the special thing about this one is she's got half a body. They pinned her cape in? How lame is that? She has rooted hair like the original, and the store-bought one, the one in the stores, does not have rooted hair, and she has soft, good accessories. So those are your differences. I don't have the other Shira yet. I haven't found her. But then you can mix and match once you get it, if you like different body parts, because she's only got one wing on her outfit. One of her legs looks longer than the other, which is a little weird. Come on, stand up, Shira. Nice face sculpt, though. Kind of hard to keep all of her goodies in place. And she comes with a baggie. Which has her shield, her comb axe, which is cool, and her sword, which looks really short. But if we can fit it in here, and give her shield. That grip is huge to her hand. Okay, there she goes. I guess it let her just hanging and putting her stuff in. She took a cool pose all by herself. She does have her mask, which you can flip in the other direction. That's the way they were originally going to have it. It's got a very doll-like face sculpt, but the eyes are painted great. The eyebrows are pretty cool. Got a ponytail of hair. I'm probably going to leave it in the ponytail for a while, I think. Her cloth good cape. And we put Shira back here. And the last things to open are Battle Cat Panther and the Sky Sled. So I'm going to pause for a second and I'll do them and then I'll just bring them in. Okay, here we go. And, of course, we got Battle Cat, which is pretty neat. He's got more articulation than the original. You can open and close his mouth. He turns and gets some articulation at the neck. His battle armor's on. He's got rotation at the legs, bends at the knees, which I wish they bent the other way a little bit, but they can't because of this point. And I don't understand why they didn't put hinges on his paws. I think, like, if you have him rearing up, that looks really weird that his feet are always like that. It'd be nice to be able to angle at least his front paws and a little bit on his tail. But the biggest question is, can He-Man ride him? And again, very easily. Let's see if we can slide Battle Cat back here. Very cool. Which then leads into Panther. Same articulation, no flocking. I heard that there's going to be a Walmart exclusive flocked version of Panther. Pretty cool little face. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we'll get a Claudine eventually. Skeletor on top. Scoot him back here. And then we've got Prince Adam, who comes with the Sky Sled set, which is the He-Man face. It's weird they gave us a solid pink sword. Of all the things, they didn't give us a solid silver or purple sword, but we get a solid pink sword. And no place to stick it on his back, which would have been helpful. I think he's dressed more like the Filmation style, is he? I mean, the original had a purple soft goods vest, I think. And he can... Man, look at the size of the handle on this thing. This has got to be the Classics mold, because he can... Man, it doesn't fit into his hand. I think they used some of the Classics mold for some of this stuff. That sword is huge. Does not fit very well in his hand. But this thing's awesome. I'm just kind of bummed out I've only been able to find one so far. I'd like to get a couple more of these. I actually got this on Amazon the other day. Oh, look at that, gun swivels. They had it on sale for 30 bucks, and they had one left, and I was able to grab it. But the cool thing is you can turn it from your hero by swapping out these plates. Just pull that off, put these on. And you can switch it from heroes to villains, from the bird head to snake head, depending on who you want to have riding. It'd be kind of cool if they made this so it fits in the back of a battle ram. And it does come with a figure stand, if I can get it plugged in. Whoa. Hey, alright, there it is. That just plugs into the bottom of this guy. Oh, that is a tough fit. Yep, hold on. Dang it, I gotta go off camera for a second. There. Oh, it's on there. It's kind of cool. And your figures can sit in and ride. Can you hold the handle? Oh yeah. You know, you need a little fixing, but it does fit. We'll take him out because he takes up the rest of the space. So that's as much as the wave as I've collected so far. It's kind of fun to finally get them open and play with. I don't know. Hopefully some of you guys are going to collect these line, and it'd be nice to see it to keep going for a while. And it's a lot of fun seeing them on the store shelves again and being able to pick up multiples, keep some in package, and to be able to make your own figures. I think that's going to be should be a big thing. They should be pushing that more, especially by selling different packs They could do multiple alternate versions of things, like Filmation style heads. Well, they probably can't do the Filmation figures, but you know what I mean. They can just do different, like, comic book versions, Alkelis heads, different weapons. They should really be pushing that. I think that would be a good selling point. But anyway, thanks for watching this extremely long video of me opening up Master Universe Origin figures. They're fun. I'm enjoying them a lot. The posability is pretty staggering, I think. But thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye. Hi, I just want to say thank you one more time for checking out this video, and if you're interested in seeing any more, you can click either one of the links that will be over here, and if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, there will be a button down below where you can do that as well. And again, thank you.